Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast. Today, we're talking about skincare, how to choose clean products that are science backed and simple ways that you can improve your skincare at home. My name is Dhalia Masud. I'm a plastic surgeon. I'm joined by an amazing team to have a discussion. So let's dive in.
Clinic with Miss Masood.
So one of the things we do when we go shopping is that we get seduced by products. We will buy things that are on offer and we will fill our cupboards with about 50 products, not knowing exactly what's in them and whether they're really effective or not. Now, I've got Hayley here with me and I've asked her to bring a few products in and I want her to tell me why she's using them, the ingredients.
I just don't know. Right, I'm honest, I don't know, but I'm like a marketer's dream because I'll go to John Lewis and I'll be seduced by a cornered station and they'll tell me that this is very good. So therefore, I'll buy it.
You're buying it.
I'll buy it. Anti-aging. So that will like brainer that's gonna tell you.
And what the other words, what are the other things that you like?
So I liked this one. And again, this one is foreign. So in my head, I'm like, that's organic.
Mm.
Probably not.
Mm.
But I can't tell you what they're.
Right.
No idea.
So this just shows we get so easily seduced by products and packaging, but we don't necessarily know what we're actually putting on our skin. It's important to know the ingredients of the products, or at least the main ingredients, and know that it's medical evidence based, that it actually works. Otherwise, there's no real point in spending the money. So today we've got two wonderful ladies. We have Louise, who is a leader for Tropic and is a fountain of knowledge of all the ingredients. And we have one of their ambassadors, Rachel, who is also our clinic manager. So welcome, both of you. Tell me a bit more about Tropic. Why do you work for it?
Okay, so it's a UK brand. So I joined in 2018 and I joined because I had started to become curious. I started to look into actually what I was putting on my skin. And that came from years before. Fast forward to my little one being a toddler, putting sun cream on him. He started coming up in rashes when I was using all different other brands of sun cream, trying to use what the labels were saying, sensitive, baby safe, all that kind of stuff. He would scream. I knew I had to put sun cream on him and it's just awful. And I'd been to a Tropic kind of gathering and I reached out, and she quite openly, who's now my manager. So I reached out to her and said, my son is coming out with these awful sores. And she said, right, pop round and you can burn the sun cream and the Tamanu Balm. See how he gets on. I'm very, very sure that he won't. That the Tamanu will heal up the sores, and then the sun cream is really safe, really gentle for him, and it will protect his. And then that was it. And I never looked back. And then my manager said, you've got such a powerful story. Think about maybe joining and sharing these wonderful products. And then that was it. And then I literally joined to get easy access to clean products, mainly for my boys. 18 months on, that's when I decided to not go back to teaching and try and build a career with it.
Yeah. So you're saying the products are clean. What does that mean?
Clean means they're free from preservatives. So that is why you will never find them on shop shelves. You'll never find them because they cannot. So they have a shorter shelf life. Most of them have at least a year, but they're free from preservatives. They're all naturally derived. So they have no toxic chemicals in them. They are freshly made daily in the UK. And they are as close to nature as possible. And they all are core skincare range is organic. Certified organic. Wow.
Because they're organic and natural, can they be stored anywhere? Do they have to be stored in a fridge?
No, there are a couple. As long as they're out of direct sunlight, they're fine. Most of them just kept in sort of a cool, dark out of them.
So I really like that story. It's fascinating. It sounds like you're really passionate about it. We wanted product that's transparent, products that are transparent. For me, I like medical evidence-based products. Now, when I have a patient, for example, they're in their 40s or 50s and they want to come for a facelift, one of the things that we do is get them to understand their products, get them to use products with the correct ingredients. What kind of products would you recommend for these kind of patients? Just as
Thank you.
by having
They're in front of us.
yeah.
So there we have the serums that predominantly will have the retinol and the hyaluronics, although the moisturisers have them in as well.
Skin drain.
And there's products hydration and also for lackluster skin. So products that will remove the surface dead cells.
Yeah.
So the cleanser. So I'm quite hot on cleansing, and the whole idea of like cleaning out, giving the pores a really good thing, like what Rachel said about radiance cleanser. So sometimes some people like to do a 2-step cleanse, and it really, really clears out the pores, and especially it's really good just for bed as well, because then it gives them a good clean, and then the skin's really busy overnight, and then the actually clearing out those pores and lets all the actives and the serums sink in and do its work.
Would you recommend cleansing in the morning and the evening?
I would say twice, but you can get away with it just evening time and actually doing a bit of just a splash of your face to refresh in the morning.
Yeah.
If you've done a really good cleanse.
That's really good, because when you're really, really busy,
Yeah.
what do I cut out? What can I afford to cut out? The morning one.
Yeah.
You can call and just
That's
do
what I say,
do a thorough evening cleanse. Okay.
Yeah.
I put retinoic acid on in the evening. Which product is retinoic acid?
Yep. So we've got the youth potion.
Definitely that one.
Yeah.
And this was actually 10 years in the making, 10 years of research, 10 times more effective. But yeah, that's the big anti-aging, that's the big retinoid product there.
Okay, so with the retinoid product, when you first use it, you get irritation. I tell my patients, you will get some irritation, take a break. How much irritation would you say you get with this? Is it
Not
every day?
always. Is
No.
it? No, not
She was
always.
actually really careful to design something, because I think the advice with other retinol products is to try not to use it daily, and it can cause irritation. They're saying that they wanted feedback if there is any irritation. There's been no records of feedback of people being irritated. If there is, this comes with a guarantee anyway.
No.
But we can use this daily. So that it's safe enough, gentle enough to use it daily. She was really particular about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the whole SPF, obviously, the next day.
Yeah.
I think one of the things with this is to be really good with your sun protection. So I'd say put that on in an evening, and then have your sun 50 factor on your face the next day. That would avoid the sensitivities.
Yeah.
But then sun protection is where we should all be really careful now anyway.
Yeah.
But this can be used in conjunction with other things as well for if you're targeting hydration. So there's other products that can be used at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can put that after you put your retinoic acid on, you go to bed. Anything else?
Yeah, I would say you can.
I'm really busy. I can't do too many products.
Yeah. I would say, well, as a minimum, cleanse the retinoid product your night cream, so your skin dream, and your oil.
So when would I put my vitamin C on with this Tropic? I always usually recommend in the evenings because it's a light sensitive.
Yeah,
This one does have the vitamin C in it as well.
So that's already
doesn't
got
it?
vitamin C in it.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
that's
one
good. So I
has,
don't
yeah.
need to add an extra vitamin C. Let's say I'm not ready for the retinoic, but I would recommend vitamin C. What vitamin C product would you use in the evening?
The glowberry here.
Yeah.
So that's your glowberry. So that would be your cleanser, your glowberry, because it's water-based, glowberry, so your cleanser, but actually tone as well, cleanse tone, that one, and then you put your moisturiser on.
Then you can put your moisturiser on. Because not everyone is kind of ready or suitable and need the retinoic acid. But I think vitamin C is something that is quite useful, so we can, for those that aren't ready for retinoic or they're not interested in the retinoic, I think, so you recommend the glowberry for the evening or for vitamin C. Okay, so that's good. And then you go to bed, you wake up, if you have the time, you do a cleanse, but which one would you recommend for that one?
Got your Rainforest Dew for hydration. Holds 1,000 times its weight in moisture, and then you can just use the moisturiser, whichever is the moisturiser for your skin. So that's really easy. It's just a few drops.
Yeah. And what's that called?
The Rainforest Dew.
Rainforest, and that's got hyaluronic acid. So far, the active ingredients, from my point of view, cleansing is important. We've got retinoic acid with the youth potion in the evening. And it's already got vitamin C in it, so I'm done. I can go to bed. For us, if we're not interested in the retinoic, we've got the glow berry if you just want the vitamin C. And wake up in the morning, have a bit of a wash, and then you would use the Rainforest Dew for your hydration.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. And you've got SPF as well. Again, really important to use SPF. Which one? What's your SPF? What factor is it?
A 50. So we've got a facial. We have different ranges. So we have SPF in our makeup as well. But we have the Sunday, which is colourless, and it's really light and lovely to use. So I would suggest Sunday and less, but we do have another product called a CC cream, colour correcting cream, which has got SPF in it. That's SPF 50.
Yeah.
So that's if you want a little bit of colour and a tiny bit of coverage with that. So we have different products, but definitely SPF every day. So we just match it to what a customer.
Just go on over the top of all these lovely serums with their active ingredients. So that's doing all the work underneath the sun protection.
Yeah.
So again, keeping it simple for me, for people that are busy, a cleanser, retinoic in the evening with vitamin C. You've got the vitamin C glowberry if you don't want the retinoic. And in the morning, you've got your Rainforest
hydration,
which has got the hyaluronic, and a moisturiser, whichever is recommended for your skin type. And then the SPF. And that
can be really simple.
So that's what I want. I just want a simple regime for our busy patient.
But there's lots of clinical data around these products, and they've done lots of sort of before and afters and things with trials and testing.
What had led me to this is that I really knew that I wanted product that was natural, and I did not know where to go. And what had led me to that was scanning. I'd got an app that scanned the products to tell me what ingredients were in there, and I was quite horrified. So they'll give you a score out of 100, and some of the things that I'd been using daily would come out with a score of 2, 3, 4 out of 100. And actually some of them would even show as carcinogenic in their properties. So I was quite horrified at that, and actually just didn't even know where I would go to find the product. And obviously you came into our lives, didn't you? But you can scan these products and it will show you exactly how good they are.
What's this app thing?
So I think it's pronounced Yuka, Y-U-K-A. That's what I had used, which was giving me the readings on what I had been using.
And how does Tropic appear on that?
It will do the same. So it will give you, it's a green, amber, red sort of traffic light system. So if there's anything that might be even just slightly not quite right, you might get an amber. The only thing is with essential oils, we were saying, weren't we, that might sometimes give an amber, but actually, it isn't because it's anything harmful. It's just you have to be careful on quantities with essential oils. But the readings all come out. You're absolutely safe with everything.
Tropic comes out.
Yes.
Cool.
It's brilliant. Yes.
Okay, that's if you were on a desert island and you took
I
said to me, not one.
So it'd be an SPF-based one, which would be one of them. So probably like the Sunday, maybe. So that would protect the skin. I think it'd have to be Tamanu Balm, the skin savior for any like cuts and burns and injuries. So an SPF Tamanu. It might have to be the cream cleanser maybe. So then I feel always clean. I'm protected, clean. And that's for the healing. I think you'd probably those three.
What?
I agree with you.
Really?
As if you get bites and scratches. Just for the luxury of it, I would want to take the cleanser, and I would really want to take elixir, which I absolutely love. And probably it would be the sun protection. Being sensible on one of them.
I would say
the potion.
Ah,
I don't need potion. It's got a bit of hey, yeah.
yes.
I'm a bit hard to drink.
Mm.
I just in the salt water like clean my face.
Yeah.
Oh, true. But it has all those lovely oils
Yeah.
that makes you feel amazing.
Yeah.
With that going on to patients. So yeah, what is lovely is Dahlia will be able to tell me the active ingredient for our patients when they come in. So then we can look at the skin type and match up the product that's going to give them the active ingredient that you medically would like the patient to have. And then we can look at the other qualities that they need for their skin prior to surgery, preferably. So we will have optimal skin, but following on after as well, isn't it? Keep that going. Just, recommend. And then it's up to each person, isn't it, what they would like to do.
Back in the shop. So how do you find it?
Yes, there is a main website, a Tropic website, which you can buy. You can purchase on there, but you will not get the service. You won't get the personalised service that you would get through an ambassador, through a Tropic ambassador.
Okay.
So with skincare sets, so yeah, that's why it's quite important to use an ambassador, because they can tailor the products to suit you and then come up with a skincare set that is the best for that person.
Cost effective.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
it is.
effective.
I think just people generally do want this clean product these days, don't you? I just think more and more. And there's recycling element with the packaging as well. So
And you can save money that way. So
Yeah.
if you choose to go for the refill options.
if you save your bottles, it's not on every single item, is it? But on most of the items, the company themselves will offer you some money back on your recycled products.
That's really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think people are aware of it with like the carbon footprint and just what they are putting on their skin.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much, Australia. I'm sure if anyone wants to discuss more about products, let us know. Otherwise, if you want to see us in clinic, contact Rachel. Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you.
Great.